Tank America is the most unique attraction that you can find anywhere in the state of Florida. We're the only tank driving amusement attraction. You want to come out and drive real military tanks around, we've got a half-mile course here that's got a bunch of fun hills, turns, ditches, trenches. We'll even put a real car out, let you drive over, crush a real car with the tank. And to date, I haven't seen anybody get off the tank without a smile on their face from here to here yet. We have a fleet of 9 actual military tanks here that we maintain ourselves, and we put through roughly about 500 customers a month for an unforgettable and unbelievable once-in-a-lifetime experience here with us. So we thought it'd be awesome to take all of you guys along on the ride, show you behind the scenes, pull up the curtain, and show you what it's like here at Tank America. No 2 days are the same. Whether it's repair work, customers, and general operations, on tanks, everything's bigger, everything's heavier, and everything's more difficult. When we're not out here with customers, showing them an awesome time at our facility, we get unique and fun opportunities that come up from time to time. So we had an awesome opportunity to come out and film a music video for a large production, bring our tanks out, and have a great time with these guys, put together some really cool footage. And it was great being able to bring a tank out, do something different than we get to do on a regular day-to-day basis. We were there to cover the logistics of delivering the tank, providing it, driving the tank for the filming, making sure everything was safe, and it came out with a great footage at the end of the day. So throughout the filming, it doesn't always go smooth. We were plagued by rain delays throughout, so it ended up being about a 22-hour workday that day. The guys held tough. I mean, we were out there till 1 a.m., but at the end of the day, the final shot was the shot with the tank. We had fireworks going off. We had explosions going off, fire lighting up the background, the whole 9 yards. It was really an epic day to finish everything off. We're back here at the main facility now and getting ready to gear things up and continue on with the week. All right, so over the years we've had 2 primary problems that we constantly run into with the tanks. Those problems being dirt and dust and oil temperature. So what we see is in the dry months of the year, these tanks are just sucking dirt and dust into the engines nonstop. So to fix that, we're going to be modifying the air filter systems in them to try to keep some of that dirt and dust out of them. And the other problem that we've got is our oil temps are running a little hotter than they really should be. We're running at the max end of what the oil was spec'd for. So we're going to put in some additional oil coolers into the system as well. So come along with us. You're going to follow these guys as they work on both of these problems and find some solutions for them.
So the reason why we're doing the air filtration system is the filter that we had previously, we thought was going to be adequate enough for what we were doing. The location we thought was going to be the best, but after almost 2 years of running these things, we found that the filter was holding a lot more dirt than we expected it to. We tried a little bit of modifications to the filter, adding extra pre-filter, stuff like that, but we are getting dust, really fine dust particles into the turbos, and then from the turbos it blows the turbo seals, which then pushes oil into the intakes, as well as before it does that, it will start pushing dirt into the actual intake of the engine, and then when it gets into the intake, it gets into the piston rings, and then starts pretty much degrading the actual piston rings and the cylinder walls. The next piece that we made out of PVC pipe, we learned very quickly. We are not plumbers. We don't know PVC very well. So dealing with metal, which is what I predominantly mess with, there's a difference between ID, inner diameter, and OD, outer diameter. So we got 4-inch PVC pipe. Come to find out, it's that is measured as an ID, a inner diameter. So we definitely oversized our PVC pipe, but it's not a big deal. We were going to be making the silicone connections. We got buying more of those anyway. We just had to order parts instead of having the parts that are on the shelf. So that PVC pipe goes pretty much, instead of where the filter was, this PVC pipe goes right where that was, connects to the metal pipe, goes across the front of the vehicle, and then takes a 90-degree turn and then comes back towards the driver. The reason why we decided to put it next to the driver was because of the easy serviceability of that filter. You can visually see when that filter is getting dirty. So if all of a sudden we have a really busy weekend and this vehicle is for some reason the last vehicle in the whole convoy and it just sucks in the most amount of dirt, you can visually see at the end of the day when we do our post-operation inspections, you can see that that filter is disgusting. So you can easily take that filter off, take it in the shop, switch it out with one of the ones we have on the shelves, or we do have K&N cleanable filters. So you can take it inside, clean it off, set it aside until the next morning, and you'll be able to put that back on the vehicle.
So running tanks in Florida is not an easy task. It's hot, it's wet. We're asking these tanks to do things that even the military didn't expect them to do. And that comes with some problems that we've found out over the years doing this.
So the reason why we're doing the oil cooler is we've been having, not say overheating issues, but we've been having problems with excessive wear in the engine. We found that our oil, we put a temperature gauge in the actual oil pan itself, and we found that our oil was getting way above operating temperature of the actual oil. So it was getting like in like the 260s, 270s, and even at sometimes in like the hotter summer times, it was getting like in like the 280 range. So when it gets, when an oil gets that hot, it starts to degrade really quick, really rapidly. And we don't do oil changes that often. We try to do them the best we possibly can with usually a month, 2 months, but just with how fast we push out customers and that stuff, we like to keep the vehicles out there for as long as possible, but oil changes usually don't go until 6 months later. So by that time, the oil is black, which is not uncommon for diesels, but it's very thin. You can really tell that it's thinning out. So thin oil causes a lot more wear and tear in the engines.
So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be tearing apart one of the Cummins motors that we dropped a valve into. One of the springs, the valve springs broke under the power that we put down. It broke, dropped the valve inside the cylinder, then the valve mated itself with the piston, which we'll show you later. It's pretty impressive actually how that happened. The vehicle actually drove back to the shop under its own power. So we'll be tearing that apart, changing out some of the piston heads because I know some of the pistons are going to be bad. We're going to be re-ringing all the pistons, so putting all new piston rings on everything. So we'll put all that back together, and then we will start to tear apart the head and upgrade the valve springs in the head so it will handle the power and torque that we're throwing down on these motors. With the pistons going back in, we had to put 4 pistons in this, and we re-ringed all of them. So they're OEM pistons that are inside this motor.
We're really proud of everything that we do around here. These guys, they work so hard to keep these engines and these tanks running. If you guys have any questions or anything that you have, be it about the tanks or the engines or anything else that goes on at Tank America, leave us a comment down below. We'll see what we can answer for you. So another successful week here at Tank America. Stay tuned, we've got a lot more coming. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe.